Hello to Femme Fatale by Helen. I am here, my own host today and my own guest, and I'm going to interview myself and talk about a couple of stuff that I'm very passionate for. So, welcome to Femme Fatale by Helen. So, the one of the first thing that you want me to mention and talk about and expand talking about, it was like, who are your friends, and look around yourself to see who you. Once again. Because I was not prepared for this, I was prepared for something else, but I'm gonna make myself prepared. Okay. So one of the subject that we talked about is who's your friend? Who did you surround yourself with? Who you surround yourself with, that's the direction that you're gonna be headed in life. And it's so important to realize it, acknowledge it, and when you're aware who and how you surround yourself with the people that are around you, you can come up with a way better planning for your own life. And then here are the reason. Let's say, like, I'm right now on my daily lifestyle. So for example, I need to go to bed Monday to Friday by 10 p.m. But let's say I have a friend that is not aligned with me and wants to not work as much as I'm working on my daily basis, and that person wants to go party, or that person wants to use, I don't know, substance, and basically is not aligned with me because I need to be wake up full of energy 6 a.m. I need to be attending my meeting at 8 a.m. and then partying at late night. It's gonna eliminate me from thinking clearly, having enough strength and energy to attend all my meeting, and even having a good mood to talk with my staff, to talk with my vendors, to talk with my clients. I'm not gonna have that energy if I'm partying like a night before and if I'm not rested. So, and then it's a battle. And because that person is not aligned with me, I am going to get attracted to some sort of activities that is not going to get me to where I want to go. I'm not going to be rested. I'm going to be around people that they are partying, or they are like having whatever type of lifestyle that is not giving me the outcome that I want from my business, or the outcome that it gives me to my lifestyle, and I'm going to be completely thrown away from my direction. So some of them is like so easy. Now let's say compare to, you have a friend and your friend is like so aligned with the business that you do, with your lifestyle, that what you do. And here is simple example. I have this girlfriend that 24/7 we talk about business. I mean, I'm with her at all the times. Yeah, that girl. I'm with her all the time. She's right there. There. The one that I don't want her to be my guest today. We always, as a part of our daily routine or whatever we do, we talk about how to do business development, how to be in line, how to get enough rest, how to bring, I don't know, more appropriate clients or business partners for our business to grow faster and better and more aligned. So it's going to have effects. It's going to be extremely important, because if the person is not aligned with you and you constantly talk about work, it's going to be, my God, like how much you're going to be talking about the work, and they're going to be agitated, they're going to be tired, and you're not going to have as a productive day that you want to, and you're going to be struggling at first or second or third steps from the whole lifestyle that you want, you're going to get stuck in the first levels. So that's how I see it, and I think it's super important. Make sure who is your friend. Make sure how smart is your friend. Make sure their goal and your goal is the same thing. Make sure if you're loyal, they also value loyalty. If you are like you want to have a peaceful lifestyle, is also their goal, and that's something that is also attractive to them, and also they want to attract peace to their life. So all of this makes your life way more aligned with your goals and your plans in life. When you're a teenager, it's so important. When you a teenager, some people choose their path in life when you're young, and at the age of 13, 14, 15, anything all the way to 18, young, a teenager. Some people choose their path in their 20s or 30s. Number one, is never late to choose and like to reset or redirect your direction of life. So that's one important component. But the other component, a very important component, is at young age. Like if you want to push hard, if you want to have a great start, that's the time that is so crucial. Who is your friend? That's the time that is so important for you to know. Like, don't think, oh, I'm young and I have all this time in my life that I can do everything. Let me try, I don't know, all kind of alcohol and substances and have all this friend that I'm basically having fun in my life. But this is the time that is so important, because the amount of the suffering that you're going to go through later on in life and realize, oh fuck, I basically forgot what I was supposed to do at the young age, and I completely wasted my life waking up at the age, I don't know, 25, 30, 40, realizing what kind of start I had. That's the time that is so important for you to recognize who's your friend. Who are you surrounded with? Are you surrounded with the people that they want to have a future, a great future? They want to be a leader. So if you want to be a leader and around you all people that they have no idea what is their goal in life, here's the news. You're not going to get there. Because they don't have a mentality of the leader. They don't have a mentality of an entrepreneur. They don't have a mentality, I'm like, let me see what I can create. They have a mentality of the user. They need to use someone else's power, someone else's energy, someone else's creation in order to survive in life. And that is not aligned with you. If you're a leader, make sure you surround yourself with other leader. If you are an entrepreneur, if you are someone that in your head is full of amazing imaginations and you are imagining and you can see yourself where you are, make sure you are surrounded with people that they also can see themselves in where they're heading for the next 10 years, next 20 years, and is clear for them what kind of path they're choosing for themselves. So and here's another thing. It's really hard. It's really hard to stand alone. It's really hard to be by yourself. Not attend so many fun activities because you need to sit there and study. You need to sit there and suffer. You need to sit there and feeling alone and you don't have enough friends. This is not fun. But I want to tell you another thing. You know what's also not fun? When everybody else, they reach their goals and dreams and you're the one sitting in the back and you're like, fuck, I wish I tried harder. I wish I created a better life for myself. I wish I could see to not waste my life and now losing 10 years, 20 years or whatever in order, to get where I want to get. So I'm going to go back saying align yourself with the people are around you. Like align in a way that they need to think like you. And be independent. Don't rely on your parents. Your parents are your parents. You be the leader. You tell them what to do. I remember, like, it was so hard for me to stand in front of my parents and saying, no, I think what you said is wrong and I don't believe in it. But have a courage to sit and think what is right or wrong. See if it sits on you. See if this makes sense to you. At the end of the day, anything that you do, it needs to make sense to you. So if you want to do something and your parents say, no, this is not acceptable. This is dangerous. This is risky. Don't listen to anyone, even if they're your parents, if they're like whoever they are in your life. Make sure you are, I don't care what age you are, make sure you are clear about what you want in life and have a gut to stand in front of anyone that comes in front of you and say, I think what I do is right. And I'm going to stand. And I'm going to stand. And I'm going to stand by myself to get where I want to get, even if I'm standing alone. So have courage. And seriously, sometimes having the courage is one of the hardest thing, because you have to stand there by yourself when you're the only one that's going to go through all those pains and all those suffering. Because there's no one else understands what you're going to go through in order for you to go through all the hardship. Okay, I'm going to go over a couple of subjects and you guys tell me which subject you guys think is better to talk about. One of the things I wrote down, it was how uncomfortable is to be uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable to have a podcast because I always felt, oh my God, I have accent and my English is not perfect. But I have this message that I want to send out, and I have things that I want to say to the young girls and young boys. But it was so uncomfortable. It's not easy to be uncomfortable. So this is why I chose this subject. Also, I want to talk about how uncomfortable is to be uncomfortable. How uncomfortable to come and say, I am who I am and this is what it is. And my goal and dream is to help to wake up people. Like, I want to help and tell people to wake up from this suffering that worldwide that we are going through, and it's called culture, religion, society, parents, religion. I think I said religion. All of this. And it's so uncomfortable to stand in front of every single one of them and say, no, I don't believe this. I don't think what I do is right. I don't think this is aligned with me. So this was like a major challenge for myself. And for me to be a businesswoman, it was so uncomfortable because I didn't have that much knowledge. I didn't have that much strength. I didn't have anyone to back me up. It was very uncomfortable. But I told myself, I'm going to get used to be uncomfortable, because at least I have at least I'm moving forward steps in order to do something about it. Than just comparing to sit and not doing anything about it because I'm uncomfortable and I'll be exactly where I am. I recently was telling someone that says the comparison between trying or not trying. When you're not trying, it's a guarantee, 100% guarantee you're going to stay where you are. Okay? So, solid answer. When you're not trying, you will stay right there and nothing will happen to you. Now, when you take a risk, there is no guarantee that you're going to win. There is no guarantee that you're going to lose. There's a 50-50 chance. But now there's a 50% chance for you to win compared to 100% chance of staying where you are. Now you're facing 50% chance of winning. So which one you will do? Taking a risk or stay where you are? So is it uncomfortable? It's very uncomfortable. But I would rather to move toward what I want in life and be uncomfortable and get where I dream about to be. So this is get comfortable with being, no, how hard is to be خودم هم یادم رفت. How hard is to be uncomfortable. So when we talked about when you take a risk, now there is 50% you can win and there's 50% now you can lose. So what happens in that 50% that you have opportunity to win? Imagine every single step that you took in order to become stronger person. Imagine how much education you went through, how much knowledge you gained, how fearless you have become, how much communication skills you have learned, how much you learned when you face a conflict, how to handle the conflict. So in every step you took in order to take that risk, it was steps for you to become a stronger, better, more knowledgeable person compared to what you are now. Imagine amount of the growth that you went through. You're still not the same person. So even if you want to compare even your 50% that you might lose, you still didn't lose because you learned so exposure and to all those techniques. You entered the world now. You've seen all this conflict. You saw all these challenges. You saw all these different possibilities. You even saw the possibilities why you failed, because now you have a gut, because you already exposed to it for once. Now it's so easy to do it the second time and realize what were your mistake in order to fix the mistake. Now you're completely a different person. Now you have a gut to face the fear. Now you have a gut to stand in front of someone says you have to do this and you say no. Now you are a knowledgeable person. You learned so much material. You're completely a different person. You said yes to the challenges. You're not scared of challenges. So if you ask me which one you want, do you want to stay where you want to be, or if I want to face all those obstacles and I might be a better person, I might win or not, I want to go through all those emotions. I want to go through all those obstacles. And yes, it's scary. And yes, it's alone. And yes, no one gonna stand next to you. And yes, you're gonna cry by yourself and so many other things. But at the end of the day, I am completely a new person that I'm very capable. And that's what I did with my life. It was a day that I sat so powerless, so scared, and I have no one there. And I knew I had to go through this road that it was scary and alone and dark and filled with obstacle and all kind of scariest things. But I told myself, at the end of that road, at least I'm a different person. At least I'm a different Helen. At least I experience life, and if I just sit right here and be this person, I will never experience life, and I will never even know any of this. So I know sometimes it's lonely, but my news to you: fight for yourself, get to know yourself. You are worth it, whoever you are, and give yourself that chance of experiencing life and finding who you are. Like if I want to talk about myself, like what is the lack of, like why people have lack of motivation, I cannot give answer to that, but that definitely can start with who did you surround yourself with. Who, that will definitely be one part. And then why you have lack of motivation, because when you were uncomfortable, you never try to face anything that it will hurt. And sometimes it's okay to be hurt. It's okay to be scared. It's okay for us to go all through all these feelings, and because you're going to overcome them. So, like, I think education from our childhood, they taught us to be happy. It's like the happy is the only emotion that we are supposed to go through. Life is not about being happy. Life is about going through every single emotion that we have, going over the fear, going over being uncomfortable, going over being sad, angry, and conflicted, and learn how to deal with them and overcome the feeling. So if you realize finally in life, you're not supposed to be happy all the time. Hello, welcome to reality. I think like so many things is going to fall into the place because you realize you are here to experience so many different things, so many different emotions, but it's the challenge of overcoming, making it better, going over the fear, learn how to not fear, going over the sadness, like fix your sadness, solve your problems, find new solutions. Like these are the obstacles that they become important in order for you to have a better life. So education, learn about life. You don't have motivation, go spend time by yourself, alone, without anyone, and really recognize what is it that you want in life. If you want nothing, why you don't want anything? What is it? What effect, what kind of life situation you put yourself into that you want nothing? Why are you giving up on yourself? Why? Why you think you're not worthy? Why you think you're not smart enough? Why you think you're lacking something in order for you to not achieve where you want to get? I think it goes back to, do you love yourself? Do you see yourself worthy? Do you see yourself capable? I think if you spend enough time with yourself and have answer for any of this or for all of this, then it can be way more clear for you what is it that you want in life. And if you have motivation, I'm sure that you can, accept all these challenges and move forward. And if you don't have this, you need to go figure out why you don't have it. Then you can recognize it and have planning for it.